Okay, so this is the Audi A8 MMI 2G head unit. The part number on this one is 4E0
03579A.
and this one manufactured on the 27th of June 2008, so it must be from a 2008 car or newer. And with the A, it comes with the F bus. This is a video input for the MMI screen. So all the older model from 2004 to 2006, it doesn't have the A and it doesn't have this F bus. So from 2004 to 2006, unless you install an F bus circuit, you won't be able to get your video into the MMI 2G. So this one, if you replace the head unit, you will have component protection. So in order for you to install any of the new head unit, you must have this component protection removed. So I have the video on how to remove the component protection using the I2C programmer to program your old I2C to the new one, or you can get it removed by reprogram the part with a different code. So this one is for Dave that has the component protection removed. So we would just plug and play. So this is the TV tuner. This is one way to get the video and audio into the MMI system. So this part number, this one happened to be the analog. So 4E0919146. So for the video, so in order for the audio to go into the MMI system, you must have an optical bus. This is the optical bus. And for the video to go into the system, you have to have the output video F bus going into this F bus of the head unit. And whatever show up here will be on the MMI screen. On this tuner, you have to make a 20 pin connector, and the 20 pin connector will have the AV1 and AV2, which is video and audio 1 and video audio 2. The 3-pin power coming from this 20 pins. So the red one, the black one is for the 12 volts and the ground. The white one is to plug into the wake up or the sensor to wake up the unit when it's okay. So you need 3-pin power. So AV1 and AV2, you will have audio and video on each one of them. So that's one way. The second way that you can input the video into the F bus is to use the RVC controller. So the RVC controller will have input for the TV tuner, input for backup camera, and the output to the F-bus on the head unit. With this RVC controller, you need to have the CAN bus connected to the system and the power. This one required the upgrade CAN bus gateway to even see the RVC controller, okay, to receive the RVC backup camera. So this one has more work and costs more, and this one died after a few years, so I don't use this one anymore. You can also use a muxer without RVC controller by using this, and to mux the backup camera if you want, and the TV tuner video whenever you need to use each one of them, either one, not both. And you just connect it straight into the F-bus on the head unit for the video to show up on the MMI. Let's recap. For the video to show up on the MMI 2G through the F-bus on the head unit, you don't need the RVC controller. Whatever appears here at the F-bus will show up on the MMI. The audio is different. You can use any audio either from the TV tuner or the auxiliary CD digital one, which I also have a video on, to get the audio into the MMI. On the MMI 2G as a whole, you cannot add any audio without an optical bus device, period. So don't buy these Bluetooth streaming without the optical device of any sort. It's a waste of money and it won't work. So the Audi come out with something called the AMI unit, which costs maybe $500. That one is the only way for you to get the audio into the MMI system. So if you want to get the audio into the system, just get this used TV tuner or the $100 auxiliary digital audio unit with optical bus for $100. So either one you want to use. No way you can add an audio source into the MMI 2G system without a device that has optical bus, which is this one right here, the most bus. Okay, so now it's time for me to show DVS Dave how to set up the Carplay in the 2004 to 2006, which doesn't have the backup camera module like the 2007 on Audi A8 and newer. So this also applies for all the MMI 2G that don't have the OEM backup camera. OEM backup camera, they use the head unit with a FACRA, which is the F-bus. So this is the video input circuit that can take the video and transmit it all the way to the MMI screen. So if you have 2004 to 2006, you don't have this one, okay? So now DVS Dave is gonna have a 2004 or something, the earlier model. So he's gonna put this one, replace this one into the older head unit. And this one is from the 2008 Audi A8L. And this one is component protection removed because it worked in my 2006 without modification. So just plug it in, it works. But if you don't have the component protection removed, then we need to reprogram this one, which I have a video on how to remove the component protection. By the way, I'm going to send that unit, the programmer, with the box for Dave also, just in case. Oh, this is the Android box that has the Carplay dongle. This one will output the video and audio, and Carplay will connect the phone and transmit all the data through USB and output to audio and video. So this one, the touchscreen, 7-inch, and also the audio and microphone dongle, which both of them use the USB. Since this box only have two USB input, then we need to use a hub. So I send him 7 USB port hub. So the important thing is that when you have a hub, multiple with the individual on-off button, make sure you turn off the one that you don't use. So actually, you only need to use 2, which is a USB dongle and the touchscreen. So the USB dongle, audio dongle, has the audio output and the microphone. So this microphone is actually for texting. So now the audio of this one that's coming from the Android box must have a ground loop noise because the USB is going to cause the ground loop noise. And this audio is going to go through, so this is going to be a 10-foot cable audio where he's going to install it. Okay, so the TV tuner, there was space behind here. This is on my 2006 A8. From the rear, which is the TV tuner. So this is a TV tuner from the rear. Alright? So all he needs to do is to run an audio cable 10 foot from the rear all the way to the front where this one is going to sit. And what I do is I put the whole set inside a little box next to the... So the cable that I made from the TV tuner, they have 2 outputs. One is AV1 and one's AV2. And each one of them is separate, so you can actually, I don't really know which one is which, 1 or 2, but they both work. So for this version, you don't need the video from the TV tuner because the video from the Android box, you don't use the audio is because you use the USB audio already. But you need the video to go. Now, I also give you this mixer in case later if you need to use, if you want to add another video source like the backup camera, so you can just plug one in and then connect this to the backup light and it's automatically switch. I had a video on that also. The video go in here, input 1, output of the video is going to go to the F bus on the head unit. So whatever appear on the head unit, when you select the TV tuner, it will show up. Alright, so that is how to hook up the Carplay. I give you this touch pen so you can touch. It's really good. It's much better than the knob. By the way, when you install this on the screen, MMI screen, make sure you still keep this ESD bag and then tuck it behind. So don't remove it. Alright? Just run this one from the screen all the way to the USB hub. Now, the power, this is a specially made cable that will go to the USB. You can just plug it into your cigarette lighter, or I also send you a 12 volts to USB 5 volts, and this one is 3 amps, enough to run everything. So if you want to connect the 12 volt directly to here, hide behind well, you can put it with the CD player. You can splice it from there, okay? But I think the power is going to be constantly on. So I always use this and plug into my cigarette lighter, the 2 amps, whenever I want to play. If not, I just unplug it. Alright, that's how I do it. But anyway, you're going to have this one too. So when it's shipped, I'm going to plug this one in here. Okay, that's for the power. The people with a 2007 or newer that has the F-bus built in and a backup camera unit, then all you need to do is to plug the output of the TV tuner. So you have to take from the fact right here and you plug it into the brown, because originally you will have the green connected to the F-bus or the head unit, and the gray one is the backup camera originally. So you only have one left, which is the brown. I'm not sure if it's the brown or the gray, but one of them is for the backup camera originally. So it's the same thing. Alright? And this one doesn't last very long. Mine broke, so that's why I don't use it anymore.